Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great time at this year's Nithraid festival and delighted to be back with you once again to share a bit of history that has a rather grim and ironic ending and another connection, interestingly, with Morton Castle. Now in 1459 it was the Douglas family who took over the castle and they became Earls of Morton. And the most infamous among them at that point was James Douglas, and he became the fourth Earl of Morton, and he was pivotal in the downfall of Mary, Queen of Scots, which I'm just going to come back to shortly. But Douglas had an interesting connection with another local castle. Some of you might know it. It's called Wreaths Tower, situated near the village of Mainsriddle, and very little of that castle remains except for fragmentary ruins such as the turnpike stair and doorway. However, it still cuts a very dramatic and striking silhouette, jutting out from the ground like a jagged tooth, accompanied by a rather gothic, evocative looking tree. So it's certainly a place that is full of atmosphere. It dates back, of course, to the 16th century. Now, Douglas was the regent to James VI of Scotland, and during that time he made quite a number of enemies, and the result of this was he was accused of being involved in the plot to kill Lord Darnley, Mary Queen of Scots' estranged husband and James VI's father. The resulting punishment was that James Douglas was to be executed on that most notorious guillotine, the Maiden, and this indeed took place on the 2nd of June 1581. Now, the guillotine, of course, was built in Edinburgh, but the idea came from France, brought by James Douglas himself. Little did he know that when he introduced the idea of the Maiden, that it would be his head that ended up on the block. As for Wreaths Tower, well, we've never come across any ghost stories connected with it, but we did discover that at one point during its life it was known as Wreaths Tower, which gives an altogether more spooky connotation. So if any of you good people have got a tale to tell, a ghost story about a local castle, anything covering the subject matter that I've shared with you today, I would love to hear from you. We really appreciate all your support. You're such an important part of Mostly Ghostly and everything we do, and would like to thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of Nithraid. Bye bye, folks.